Owing to the fact that there are a lot of videos out there with dated information about herbs and different illnesses and conditions, I decided to go ahead and identify a few of these areas and provide some facts that can help guide people toward better health. Okay, so let's start with one video that I saw recently about someone promoting wormwood and black walnut for parasites, just parasites in general, kind of like a cure for all parasites. It seemed to be, in that vein anyway. So let's go here and look at the facts about herbs and parasites. If we sort by anti-parasitic, okay, these numbers represent the positive studies associated with this herb with regard to parasites of one kind or another. There are no red marks here. Let's see, and there shouldn't be anywhere because there are no herbs, I believe, that promote any kind of parasite. So you're not going to see any negative studies. They're all positive studies. And here you do see wormwood at number 3 on the list. But we actually need to get to go a little bit deeper into the science here. These are the formulas for wormwood. The formulas, the abstracts that provide the data for the formulas. Anyway, let's go back to this page. And so actually, in terms of which herbs are better for parasites in general, you'll come up with this list here. However, you probably want to go ahead and figure out what parasites you have and sort by the specific parasite. You'll be much better off doing this than you would be just taking an herb for like all parasites. Just like you wouldn't want to take an herb for all bacteria or all viruses, probably. Not that it would hurt, but it might not help either. So in terms of parasites, here's a list of some. If there are any others that I'm missing, I can find them right here. So here we go. Giardia. This is the list. Oregano, wonderful spice, and on. I'll just quickly go through the list for you. 2 herbs here, not a lot of mentions. Pretty good for curcumin, berberine. Berberine's a wonderful herb. A lot of plants contain berberine. And this one, black cumin, comes to the top of the list. Toxoplasmosis, curcumin, wormwood. There are 2 mentions for wormwood there. Let's see. And this one, neem, curcumin, bittermelon, and so on. Let's go ahead and make a note of any of these that you want to remember for later on. Help you kind of narrow down the field in terms of, if you have a problem with parasites or know someone who does, or are just interested in knowing the science. Well, here are the rankings in terms of treatment with herbs for different parasites. These are all scientific abstracts and articles that I have personally read and evaluated, hundreds of thousands of them in the whole database that I've read, every single one. I read hundreds every day. I try to read hundreds every day. Sometimes I only get up to on a really bad day, 50, 75, but I usually can run about 200 a day. It depends on the articles. It depends on there's a lot of heuristic sort of investigation going on sometimes because reading a certain article about certain factors that we want to upregulate or downregulate in terms of cancer, whatever, leads to all kinds of research. And so that one particular article might keep me occupied for hours. At any rate, in general, I can read a couple hundred abstracts and get them evaluated per day. And this is what I do. It's what I've always done for so many years now. Okay, in terms of malaria, you see here, I'll go through it again. Wormwood has a lot of mentions for malaria. It's has a high success rate in treating malaria. Hookworm, however, has only a couple of hits here, and so for hookworm and also for threadworm, you're probably better off getting a pharmaceutical alternative. I don't say that much. I really believe that in 99% of most conditions, herbs are far superior to pharmaceutical medicines. And I can back that up. And here's roundworm finally to kind of, go through the whole field here. This is not a list of all the parasites, obviously, but if anybody would like to see a particular parasite mentioned, since that's what this video is about, all you need to do is drop me a note, and I'll go ahead and search it in my handy search column here. Okay, well, that's all I have to offer you today. I just want to go through some of the facts. If you're concerned about parasites, you should find out what parasite you have based on symptoms or blood tests or whatever. If you don't want to go with a pharmaceutical, then you have the alternatives that I've shown you here. Or if you just want to prevent getting some of these parasitic infections, you can go back and look at the list again. And hopefully it helps somebody somewhere feel better and maybe get healed from some pretty rough customers here. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll probably post another video, maybe weekly, to kind of give you the facts and dispel myths, because a lot of the information about naturopathy is very dated, and it comes from anecdotal experience. Even some of it comes from farmers, watching animals eat certain herbs or whatever, and they just assume that that herb or plant cured the horse or the livestock of a certain parasite, which may or may not be true, but all of my information is based on scientific abstracts with with proof. So anyway, here you go. There are the facts, and have a good day and stay healthy.